Hello, my dear friends, and welcome to this cat cave tutorial that will surely delight your furry companion. We're going to begin by cutting 4 side pieces from the main fabric and 4 from the lining. Be sure to add the circle marking to only one of the lining pieces. Next, cut 2 cushion pieces and 2 base pieces. Then, cut 4 side pieces from foam rubber and 1 base piece from foam rubber. Let's get started by sandwiching 1 piece of foam rubber. Unlike usual methods, this time the wrong sides of the fabric should be facing inward, and the right sides facing outwards. Align the pieces carefully at the center, and use the notches indicated on the pattern to match everything perfectly. Once everything is aligned, stitch all along the edges. The foam should be completely enclosed in fabric. You can zigzag or overlock the seams depending on your fabric. In my case, I'm skipping that step. Repeat this process 2 more times so you end up with 3 triangle panels, but leave out the one marked with the circle for now. We'll treat it differently. Now, take that special piece with the circle marking. Face the right sides of the fabric together and stitch all along the circle. Once done, carefully cut out the circle, leaving a 1 centimeter seam allowance. Then, make small snips close to but not through the stitch line. This helps release tension so the circle turns out nice and smooth. Iron it flat to give it a clean shape. Take the foam rubber piece with the circular cutout, as marked on the pattern, and sandwich it between your 2 fabric layers. Stitch all the way around, just like with the previous pieces. Perfect. Now let's move on to the base. Repeat the same sandwiching process as before, enclosing the foam between the wrong sides of the base fabrics. Stitch all around the 4 sides of the square. Great job. Next, take the triangle side panels and sew the right seams together with the right sides facing. Then, do the same for the left seams of the remaining pieces. Now open the assembled panels, align the right sides together, and sew along the top seam. Make sure to carefully match the top points of each triangle. I like to baste the seam to hold it in place. This helps everything line up perfectly when sewing. Beautiful. See how nicely the top seams align? We're almost done. Now, for the trickiest part, attaching the base. Don't worry, you've got this. We're still working with the wrong side of the fabric. Start by basting the 4 corners. This keeps things in place as you sew. Then pin the centers of each side. You might want to use extra pins, especially because your cave is larger than mine. I'm using a small version of the pattern so it's easier to film. This part can be a little frustrating, especially because we're eager to see the final result. But take your time. It's worth it. It's very important to cut the pattern pieces accurately so that everything aligns properly during the final assembly steps. When stitching the base, you won't be able to sew continuously. Stop at each corner, rotate the piece, adjust the fabric, and continue. This way, your corners will look clean and smooth, not wrinkled. And just like that, the cave is done. Turn it right side out and admire your work. Just imagine how happy your cat will be, curling up in something you made with your own 2 hands. Now, let's finish the cushion. Place the 2 cushion pieces right sides together and stitch from notch to notch, leaving the area between the notches open so you can turn it later. Trim the corners to reduce bulk, then turn the cushion right side out. Fill it with your favorite material. I used fabric scraps, but feel free to recycle anything soft you have at home. Finally, close the opening with a top stitch or an invisible stitch. Congratulations! Now your cat can enjoy a new cozy cave that will bring comfort, warmth, and a special touch of love from you every time they curl up inside. Did you enjoy the sewing? I honestly think sewing this cave was really funny. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future projects. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, suggestions, or just want to say hi, leave a comment below. And if you end up making this cozy cat cave, tag me or share a photo. I'd be thrilled to see your creations and you.